Live from the happiest place in the Lone Star State, welcome back to the Talking Mickey Project. TMP is your home for Disney fans of all abilities. Now, it's your host, Emma.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, everybody. Everybody.
Hello.
It's us.
Hello.
How do you like Emma's new hairstyle? It was cut and it was highlighted, and the lady had to blow dry it so she can cut it right. And she smoothed it out, but Emma will be back to her curls on Saturday.
Hello.
So let's tell everybody hello that's in the chat. Emma.
Hello.
Who's in the chat? Because I was busy working on my notes.
Hello.
So who's in the chat?
Jonathan.
Hi, Jonathan. Who else is in the chat?
Daddy.
Hi, Skipper Dad.
Daddy.
Who else is in the chat? I'm looking at the camera. You look at everybody. Looks like Kathleen Adair is here.
Yeah.
Hi, Kathleen. And
Kathleen.
Sumu. Hi, Miss Sue.
Mary.
And Mary. Hi, Mary. And Megan's here.
Look at Crazy Mike.
And Crazy Mike.
And Megan.
And Megan. Yes. Yes, indeed. So we are down to our teens in our countdown for our trip to Disneyland for Emma's birthday. Shh, it's a surprise. Don't tell her.
Mom, I really know we're going to give you
I
my birthday.
am joking.
Hello. I don't get jokes sometimes.
You do. Emma's all about the copyrights.
Yeah.
So,
Look, and we make a like and share. Like
Yes.
and share.
like and share the link. It helps Emma on YouTube. It helps.
Yeah.
Let's help Emma get more followers, more subscribers on YouTube.
This may have also on Facebook and Twitter.
Yes.
Hey, Todd.
Hi, Todd. Todd's
Oh,
back. All right. So, tonight's topic is how we've been going, how to go to Walt Disney World with your differently abled child.
Or children, they have more than one.
Yes. And what I should have just said is with a differently abled person, because with some special needs children, their needs change.
Yeah.
And then as we grow older, mom and dad become special needs. So there are things that we do for us. Emma, how old were you when we first took you to Walt Disney World?
I was 4.
She was.
And we brought my ticket bell out so I could wear that Mickey because there's going to be right there.
That's right.
I remember it.
You do remember it. One of the things we did was, and this was back in 2002, so there weren't as many resources then in 2002 as there are now. I wish I could remember the name of the book, but we did read a book. One of the things they said was to bring, for your little ones, is bring a costume. I know that's not special needs, and that's why she said what she said.
Okay.
But in the same book, it said to get a Disney sing-along tape. Buy back then VHS, and we did. We bought the, I don't know if it was called Surfing or Beach.
It was Beach Party.
Beach Party. So Disney's sing-along tape, Mickey's Beach Party, because it shows the characters with normal-sized children. So that was a way for Emma to see that the characters that she meets in person are going to be a lot larger than the ones that she sees on TV when she was watching Playhouse Disney.
What is now Disney Junior?
Okay. Another one of the things we did is that we made a checklist of everything we needed to pack for her medical needs at the time. There were things we had to take with us that we needed to have. So we just made sure we had a list. And as I packed it, we had the list there. And then for the fun part of it, because at the time, so Emma was she's about to start pre-K. She's about to start pre-K. So what we did was we had made, before we went, Kevin printed out these really cute Disney countdown sheets. And when we got to 10 on down, I would tape them to the front door. And after Emma was all dressed cute and she already, her hair was nice and curly and she had the ponytails, we'd have her point to it.
Reading at the book and show what I look like.
We'll do that at another time. Something else we did, well, it's what Skipper Dad did when he planned the trip. He booked us stay at the Contemporary Resort, knowing this was Emma's first trip at 4. Knowing, and I think we had 3-day. We were there for three whole days. Park ticket days.
Why?
Because that's what we did. We didn't want to overwhelm you. We didn't know how you would handle it.
Which brings me. Can y'all just do like a practice trip for me?
We did what?
Y'all just did a practice trip.
No, it was a trip. There's no such thing as a practice trip to Disney. That's you going to Disney. Is we now she made me lose my train of thought. But Kevin booked us at the Contemporary because if you're staying in Magic Kingdom, because we figured that's probably primarily where we're staying. We did 2 days at Magic Kingdom, and I begged and pleaded for us to go to Animal Kingdom because at her age there wasn't really anything for her to do at Epcot.
Yeah.
And there wasn't the things in in studios as they are now for 4-year-olds. So if we needed to go back to the room for any reason or just to rest, we could just hop on the monorail and boom, that was the first stop, was the Contemporary. So we stayed close to the room. And I know people know about this also, which is the when you switch riders. We didn't know how Emma, this would become her favorite ride at all of Walt Disney. At all of Magic Kingdom. Let's say that for because there are other rides she likes as much.
Oh,
I know. We did Big Thunder Mountain Railroad on our first trip. And not knowing how she would handle the sounds or how she would handle the rockiness or the shaking, Kevin rode it first, and we told them what we were doing, and they had me stand off to the side, which is where we normally stand when you go through the DAS. And then what we did was when he came back, he took Emma and I rode it. So we each rode it by ourselves. But by the time we went back in 2006 for my 40th birthday, and she rode it, she was a little bigger. She loved it. Oh, there's John. Hi, John.
Hello.
You straightened your hair. Looks good.
Thank you.
Tell John what you had done today.
I had my hair highlight. I had my highlight.
And trimmed, and the lady who does both of those likes to cut hair dry. So,
Because a professional.
Of course, she's a professional.
Oh, hey, Miss Ronnie.
Is that our Miss Ronnie?
Hello.
Oh, it's our Miss Ronnie! Yay!
We got Facebook right now.
Oh, cool. That's cool.
No, Brian.
Is our buddy Brian? He's still at work.
Oh,
Okay.
so he can't come on yet.
No, he can't.
Okay.
So another thing that we did is when we said special needs, we just
Grandma's here.
There's Grandma. Hi, Grandma.
Hi, Grandma and Grandpa. Yes, I got my hair highlighted today.
Okay. The mic's right there.
Oh, sorry.
Is that we used the park strollers. We didn't bring Emma's stroller with us. We just used the park strollers. Of course, we brought everything we needed, everything that she needed, and we had a bag that we packed that had all of everything she needed, we needed, which everybody more or less knows to do. But it was just easier just to use the strollers there at the park than to bring hers along.
Thank you, Grandma.
And not much change. We would do the same thing when we went in 2006, 2008, 2009. But what changed for us when we started using an ECV was when
What?
the ECV, Mike's making me lose my train of thought.
Yeah,
I wrote it all down. We started using an ECV in 2008
for Daddy.
for Skipper Dad.
Because he's been getting glitters on his face when he's walking into many queues in the past.
Yes, we went to Hollywood Studios.
Oh, Miss Alma here.
There's Miss Alma. And probably Junior.
Yeah. Hi, June. Hi, Rocky. Bye, Miss Alma.
So in 2008, we spent the afternoon in studios. Kevin and Emma both got blisters. I won't say why Kevin got blisters, but he got a lot of blisters on his feet.
Like Coco Croc I wore.
Yeah.
That's why I wear Crocs anymore.
Okay. Anyway,
Moving on.
happened? So the next day we stayed at Animal Kingdom in the Jumbo House. I don't think Kidani Village was built yet. No, we've never brought anything that they confiscated. No, we're rule followers.
Yeah.
You spend a lot of money to go to Disney, to be in Disney.
Yeah.
Don't bring something that's going to cause you to have something confiscated
Or be banned from the park.
Or be banned from the park. Exactly. See, every time I do that, I lose my train of thought. Well, the next day after the blisters, while Kevin was recuperating, there's so much to do in Jumbo House. It really is a fun. You can spend the day in Jumbo House at Animal Kingdom Lodge doing things. And that's what Emma and I did. They have these beautiful medallions on the floor, and they give you sheets of paper, and you go throughout the lobby and you can color the medallions with crayons. You put the paper on. It's something, we did as kids when we were younger.
And don't you still do that?
I don't know if they still do that. I remember the cast member's name. Her name was Cornet.
Cornet?
Cornet.
Cornet.
Remember, I asked her, do people say her name? And because some people say corny, some people say corn, but it was Corne with the accent mark on the E, so it's pronounced Cornet.
Oh.
Very sweet girl. And then later on that day, we went back and we decorated cookies. We did a giraffe and an elephant. No, you did a giraffe.
Yeah,
and we did something
that
else.
one broke.
It doesn't matter. Daddy ate it anyway. Broke cookies taste the same. So then that's what we started doing. So in 2009, while in the lobby, I saw somebody on an ECV. And I asked her, where did she get the ECV? She told me where she got it. It was Randy's Mobility. And they delivered. I called them, got back to the room, called them, and they delivered the ECV to our room that morning. And at that time, you could still leave it at the bell desk, and they would pick it up on the day of your departure. And that's what we continue to do. Then we went to 2019. We went to and still doing the same thing, making a list of everything of Emma's needs, medical needs, our medical needs, and made sure everything on that list got packed. When we got to Disneyland, we had to learn a new system. We did do DAS, but we also used MaxPass. But how DAS worked over there is that you went to what they call it a kiosk, but it's really a couple of cast members standing underneath an umbrella in various areas of the park. And you would go to them and say, we had to present something. We had something to present. We had to present something. Emma had to be the first one to show hers. Maybe it was the ticket.
I think so.
We had to show the ticket, show them who, that Emma was the one with the DAS, and they would give us a return time. So it was kind of like fast passing, kind of like how they do DAS now.
Disney might need to do that. A white towel over the battery so it doesn't heat up.
Okay, that's a good one. Well,
we gotta ask for a thing I could clean that physically.
But that, you bring your own towel. Look at Todd. Todd said my wife used a scooter and DAS the last time we went to WDW because of a back injury.
Oh, I hope he's okay. Todd.
So in 29, so by 2020, we went to Walt Disney World, when everything started opening up. And by that time...
No, I think it's 2021.
2020.
Oh.
We went with Miss Almond Jr. And we went to City Hall and we got we did the DAS there. But it was all integrated. They took a picture of our DAS holders. They took a picture of Emma. And it was scanned onto the app. So she would have to scan her magic band first. And then however many else is in her party. So she would scan her band and it would be two more. Then we would have to scan after her when we go through to get into the ride, to the attractions. And it was a combination of what we did in Disneyland, and then they changed not everything, but they changed it in last year when we went. It was when you can call ahead and get your DAS. Now, the first time I tried in the afternoon, and that was wrong. Do not try in the afternoon if you're trying to get a DAS 2 to 30 days before your arrival. Call first thing in the morning. I waited 20 minutes on hold. I think I had to only refresh my page once on my phone. And then a cast member came on, said who it was, who needs the DAS. Then they tell me they're going to switch to the camera. The person who's needing the DAS needs to be there. And they speak with the person. You tell them why a DAS is required for this person. They talk to that person. They take a picture of the person. And then they said, it's going to be on your account. And sure enough, you show up, there it is. It's already done. In fact, I need to do this tomorrow
tomorrow morning
for Disney, because we're in our teens getting to Disneyland. Our teens. Now, one of the things teen numbers.
I know, I got to use that teen like a teen.
Now, Miss Alma put
Okay.
Miss Alma's.
Oh.
She said we were able to start all right, the trip we went to get the DAS the night before at MK. It was a smooth process. And then she says we were able to start our experience in the morning at Hollywood Studios. Fantastic. Oh, there's Elise. Hi, Elise.
Hello, I got something. Hey, Elise.
Something else that we've been seeing in a lot of in other Facebook groups, Disney Facebook groups about the parks and stuff like that, is it sounds like the parks are starting to not do the DASs for those who are, it's more like they're leaning more towards non-physical handicaps. And I say that's because Disney Parks is saying that nearly all queue lines are able to, or they have another way of doing it to be able to get on the ride or get through a queue. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, it's wide enough that you have to you ride through it when it was just us with just Kevin on the ECV, but we use the DAS with Emma with her anxiety. So it sounds like they're coming around. It's like they're recognizing they're recognizing those on the spectrum and those with what they call invisible disabilities, which brings us to what? With invisible disabilities. There's a company called
In England.
In England. It's based in England. It's called Hidden Disabilities. There you go. That's Emma's card.
And their thing is the sunflower.
The thing is the sunflower. And Southwest Airlines. What, baby?
Sorry for making a little train of thought. I want to say something real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Hey,
Byron.
Brian. Hard to say your name. Yeah, you told me this in the 2010 video I saw earlier. You want to comment. Yeah, I will, and thank you.
Okay. Put Miss Alma's comment on. Now you don't have to walk up to Ride to Reserve. You can do it from your Disney app. Right. That's what we did in 2020. Thank you for that. I was trying to say that, but I couldn't get the right words.
Sorry.
They just went. Our friends, the Moanis, just returned. They stayed at Fort Wilderness in their camper, and they had a fantastic time. So she's just been we haven't been to WDW since December 2021.
Yeah.
We were supposed to go last year, but of course, y'all know that got canceled because of the hurricane.
Yeah.
And we're going to Disneyland in a few weeks. So 2.5 weeks.
I got 2. So we're on the 22nd.
Yes, and we have the 28th.
That's next Tuesday.
You're right. Oh my goodness, Emma. 2 weeks.
I thought next Tuesday was in late, right? Sorry.
Next Wednesday, I'm having an eye procedure.
Okay.
Yes.
So I kind of got confused then.
That's okay. Not confused. There's Junior. Hi, Raji. We're going to see Raji the Sunday after we get back from Disneyland because y'all are celebrating y'all's birthdays together.
Yep. We're all April kids.
The two of you are April kids. Lily's a March kid.
Oh, birthday we passed. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, we are still here. We are relaxing at Fort Wilderness. I'm sorry.
Did y'all have the old train track?
I don't think they did.
Mm.
Emma, that's your thing.
Okay.
That's your daddy's thing.
Look, I like to find old remnants of stuff from the past.
Okay, yes. You're a history buff with old things from the past. Are there any things y'all have done or y'all have experienced? We extended our stay. Good for y'all.
Yeah, we did it by 1 day actually.
Okay. So are there any things, tips or tricks that you've used with anybody who is differently abled? Let's just put anybody, not just those who are neurotypical and have no trouble walking or standing.
That's nice.
Giveaway is this Friday on my channel. All right, Brian.
Oh, look. He wants us to be on there.
Okay, all right. Look, Alma's. We were able to go to Space 220. It was delish. They were trying to get reservations for Space 220, so they finally got him. That was awesome.
Yeah.
So, I know, does anybody else have any ideas
or
tips on, hold on, before I lose my train of thought again,
okay.
on doing Disney? Now, ECVs, Disney parks, they use Scootabug. So Scootabug is able to leave an ECV waiting for you, or a wheelchair, whatever, leave that waiting for you at the bell desk. Other places like we've used, Randy's Mobility, they're not able to leave them at the bell desk. And when we went in 2021, I called the gentleman who had our ECVs, told them when we would be arriving at our resort, and they showed up as we were waiting. He was pulling one and driving the other. And then did the same thing when we were leaving. We told them we were checking out. We told them we have done that. So what they'll do is they'll come, we see them, and then they take them back. All right, John says, I'm thinking of the queue for rides like Mr. Toad and Snow White, and they're pretty tight. I wonder how Scooter Now that I don't know, but we'll find out for you, right? We'll find out in a couple of weeks.
And you're not in California, right?
Yes, but we don't know where in California.
Oh.
So we'll find out. We'll find out. That's another for visuals. That's a good one for visuals. For those who are visually impaired. That's excellent. And there are ASL interpreters there in the parks. ASL. If Emma could learn it, then she can get a job at Disney being an ASL interpreter, but you have to take classes. Now, something else some people ask, or seen, is where do you go to chill out? You're on the and your calm zones. I call them, chill zones. Where can you go to get away from the crowds, to get away from the noise? If besides going all the way to the front of the park, and trying to get a ride to catch a Disney transportation, or get in your own vehicle and go back to your resort. Here are the places we've used. And sometimes it's also a place to chill, but it's also a place to get off your feet too. The People Mover in Magic Kingdom. We've gone so many times that we've been able to ride it 2 times or 3 times. And sometimes I'll just, do the loop around again, and they'll say yes. So the doors open, the door shuts, and we go back around. Now it's kind of too busy for you to do that now. You get one trip around and you're good.
Yeah.
In Disneyland this is a good one.
There's no People Mover though.
I'm not talking about the People Mover. The accessible room for a submarine voyage with Nemo and friends. If you're claustrophobic, you can go in this room. Because from what we know, it's a pretty tight space. But we were getting overwhelmed, and Kevin was in his ECV, and we went into we went into the room. So that was perfect. We went into the room. Excellent. Ride the trains. Now that the trains are back functioning around Magic Kingdom, or riding around Disneyland.
Yeah.
Sometimes you could just get on a train and ride. I remember we were riding on the Magic Kingdom train once, and there was a dad with 2. I'm talking too loud. I'm sorry. There was a dad with 2 kids, and they were both napping, and he was just sitting right there, just riding around while the kids napped. We love it there. We have stayed there twice. Fort Wilderness. Hi, Shelly. That's Jacob's mom.
Oh, hi, Miss Kelly.
That's Hubba Hubba. That's Hubba Hubba's mama.
Glad to see you again in the cat room. My cat, actually.
Tell Jacob we said hi.
Hi, Jacob.
Queen Emma says hi. Now, what does Mary have on there?
Okay.
Stay in the cabin. My family has been tent camping, but my parents are physically handle as well. We stayed in the cabin. We stayed in the cabin in 2020 with the Mulwanis, with Alma and Junior, and it was fantastic. And we got a handicap accessible cabin, so we had the ramp for the ECV. The shower everything was flat. There was no bathtub. It was just a shower, big walk-in shower. There you go. Go to Daddy's.
Oh, reading Mike.
Yeah, but all right. DAS, scooters, quiet spots, vision aids, headphones to cut down the noise levels. Yes. That's what Emma did the last couple of trips. Selecting a room at the end of the hallway to minimize neighbor noise. Yes.
Behind the bed.
Will minimize neighbor noise. Yes.
I don't know. I might ask Brian later.
Okay. At Epcot, Living with the Land. Yes. Living with the Land is a nice relaxing ride. Yes.
Brian can got off of work.
Okay.
So can you think we can get him on?
If you can figure out how to do it, that's fine.
Okay. Brian, I'll text you now. Let me go get my phone real quick.
There's seating, Emma said, in Frontierland, but I know there's the Liberty Square. There's that spot where Tiana used to do her meet and greet years ago, back in 2015. There's 2 rocking chairs. And if you're lucky enough to get those rocking chairs, just like the rocking chairs in Frontierland, outside one of the mercantiles, just sit in those chairs and people watch. You know, you're out of the crowd, you're out of the flow, and you're not hearing all the noises that may or may not bother you, or that may bother you, may not bother you. We know in Animal Kingdom, and we haven't found the spots in Animal Kingdom around the Tree of Life, but we have heard other people talk about that. But we did the ride where there are picnic tables along the trails behind a store. You come up behind a store, and boom, there's a quiet spot, you know. So I'm listening to Kevin talk to Emma. So let's see, what else y'all have? Dad, Disney parks can be hectic. Where is it? Oh, let me go back to this, talking about the hidden disabilities from England.
Hold on, Mama.
Okay.
I got to send Brian the link. Maddie said it got them. Oh, here it is. Wait, click Messenger. I want to send it to...
You got a message.
I need to send it to him on Instagram.
Well, it doesn't have an Instagram setting, and you're live. So you're going to have to hit copy, and then Messenger. Hit Messenger. I don't even... Put Brian Eisenhart. BRY. There he is.
Okay.
Click it and send it. All right, now take that off. All right. Last time he had a great time. Question about with elders that have a hard time getting up and down on the rides. Only thing I can tell you, Shelley, I'm an elder. I can't get in and out of Space Mountain. I can't get in and out of the rockets in Space Mountain anymore. It's too difficult. It's my knee, my hips. I mean, they can probably I guess if you ask for assistance getting in and out, they may do that. I mean, we can ask because I'm definitely one of those people who has a hard time getting in and out of rides. Because most of them are step down, but usually Kevin and Emma are right there. And I, give them my hands and they, with my help, they pull me up. They help me get up. But I'm sure if you ask a cast member, they're in a good mood. I don't want to say good mood because they may say, "Oh, I don't want to touch you," or it might be that they can't because of liability issues. So that I don't know. Melissa, will you go on the Matterhorn? Put John's thing up.
Oh, I want thing I can get Ryan on.
Okay. I don't know if I'm going to go. That might be one that we can get us from getting in and out of boats. They also have ramps for wheelchair boats and vehicles. Thank you.
Well,
Thank you.
Will you put Ryan on?
Go ahead.
Hey, Ryan.
Hey.
Hi, Brian.
How you ladies doing?
We're doing fine. We just got through
I'm actually getting a ride home from a coworker.
Okay.
That was actually very nice of her to do that for me. So I'm in her car and about to get on the 91 freeway.
Okay.
So if you lose me, that's why I'll just log back in when I get home.
Okay. That's why I have to know. That's why I have to get right.
No worries. Hey,
yeah.
I have a question for you. You guys are planning your trip coming up.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to the most?
Meeting y'all, Brian.
Huh?
Meeting y'all.
Meeting me? Oh, come on. That's just super sweet. No, I mean as far as the part. What are you looking forward to most?
Oh.
Well, what we're talking about are tips for differently abled persons going to the parks. What we used to do when Emma was younger and what we're having to do now with DAS, how to obtain a DAS.
Yep.
And right before you came on, we were trying to find places to chill, to get out of the madness.
I've got lots of places there. Oh my gosh.
Okay, well, why don't you share some Disneyland and DCA places for places to chill?
Place to hang out and goof off and not kind of get away from all the crowds of people would be like the old Innoventions building. Because that's still open. I think they use it as the launch bay, but they're really...
Oh, an Epcot. Okay, at Epcot.
Yeah, nobody ever goes in there.
Oh.
So that's a great place to hang out. Other places like, it used to be downstairs at Hungry Bear, but because that's been getting pretty popular with people going to Galaxy's Edge up the Critter Country Trail, it's kind of difficult. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But usually out on the backside of Thunder is a great place. Now Toontown's open. Ordinarily, I'd say Toontown. Because people kind of like to stay away from there because it's so hot. But since it's just open, it's going to be pretty darn crowded, especially with Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway just opening.
Right.
But yeah, definitely, I would say New Orleans Square is a great place to chill and relax. You can get some music over there. Maybe hang out over by the. If you're just trying to get away from crowds, you're gonna have a hard time doing that.
Right. But like those who are on the spectrum, those who are just need to catch a breath,
decompress. Yes.
John Alonzo said Pelican Landing.
Pelican Landing. Like Fowler's Harbor. Oh, that's right. Over by by Fowler's Harbor. That's a great place to just chill and relax because nobody ever goes by there. Where they park the riverboats when they're not in use.
Okay.
Yeah. I forget the name of the restaurant. Somebody in chat will probably know it.
John might.
Harbor Galley. Harbor Galley.
I don't know.
No, I think it would be great to me.
Okay.
But yeah, Harbor Galley is a great place because they hardly ever open that place, and they have seating over there. There's all kinds of stuff right along the river on the dock over there. Great place to chill and relax.
Okay, now Skipper Dan had a question that he posted. Can you put that question up?
Okay, let me find that.
Right there. He put, so Brian, what are your
Yes.
tips for planning a trip with family members with disabilities?
Good question. My tip for planning a trip with family members with disabilities is hit City Hall first early, get that DAS, and just don't rush. Just take it easy. You're not going to be able to do everything, so just do what you can. And if you have to get away, there's plenty of spots that you can get away, even if you have to exit the park and go hang out at the picnic area. You know,
Right.
you can always get back in. You know,
Right.
as far as DCA goes, Highway 49. You know, the backside over by the by Grizzly River Run.
Okay. Okay.
That's always a great place because there's hardly ever anybody over there, and especially right now, who's going to want to go on a big water ride, right?
Yes.
So that area, great place to hang out.
Okay.
Okay, so my biggest advice for going with people that are on the spectrum, or just take it easy, don't rush, because there's going to be a lot of people there anyway, and just above all else, have fun, because that's what you're there to do. You're there to have fun. You're not there to stress.
Right. Because some of the things
And
we put
Emma,
how we.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
and Emma, because of your misophonia, I'm sure you're well aware that having the noise canceling headphones is probably your best friend there.
Yeah.
Because it's like you're gonna have people coughing up a storm over there because it's spring. People aren't used to the rain that we've been getting. So yeah, some people are going to be getting sick and going to the park and coughing their brains out. So just make sure you have your protective ear coverings there.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
But yeah, above all else, have fun.
Oh, really well.
Yeah, because we mentioned Kevin posted another tip from when Emma was little. We carried her medical supplies in a bag, including her Pediasure for her tube feedings. So make sure you care with, or even if you have, an adult who may be tube fed, always have your medical supplies with you. You just never know. Besides the typical things you carry, hand sanitizer, ibuprofen, sunglasses, batteries, whatever.
Don't forget the Dramamine, because buying that in the park can be pretty darn expensive. So if you have motion sickness, make sure you have a good supply of Dramamine. Pick it up at Rite Aid or Thrifty or Walgreens or any drugstore that you can get it cheap at. If you don't get caught buying that stuff at Disney.
Right.
But I can't throw up.
Yeah, but you don't get motion sick.
I know.
You just don't like to spin.
Yeah.
So
So Emma, you mean I can't take you on the teacups?
You can, but she's not going to let you spin.
No spinning.
Oh, but I like to spin it super fast.
Well, then you're going to have to ride it with me.
Oh, okay,
and then
fine.
Daddy's going to have to ride the teacups with Emma.
Uh-oh.
Because he doesn't like the spinny either.
Oh,
Axie. Axie's on with us.
I like a profile picture.
Okay, now another area you can go to for quiet time. First aid.
First aid.
First aid is a great place to go to for quiet time because they do have quiet rooms in there for mothers who are nursing. You can use those to kind of get out of the crowds.
Okay.
A lot of people do that. Well, it's one of those little known places. So Now, Emma, we have to go on. We have to go on Haunted Mansion, and I am bringing you something when we go. So you might have to wear what I bring you.
What?
Ryan have a
I read it.
surprise.
Yeah.
Oh, were you reading a comment?
My
Yeah, I'm trying to read that.
my our friend
sorry.
Cargo gave me a bunch of ears and knotted
What?
headbands. One of the knotted headbands I think is going to be perfect for you, Emma. So I'm holding on to it for you. Sorry, it's the phone. I gotta bounce out, guys.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. But one of the knotted headbands would be perfect for you because it's Haunted Mansion themed. So I'm holding on to that one for you.
See, Brian,
I won't thank him, Mom. It's okay.
you can't. He can't keep a secret.
I know. You told me a few days ago, and I went tell him thank you.
And I just wanted to let you know that that's what I'm reserving for you. So it's not ears; it's the next best thing.
So
Okay.
put this one right here. He's
Okay.
next one. No.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
that is.
Am I in trouble?
No. One of our Todd Aggs that said that he could have used the outlet locations to charge the scooters. His wife had to use an ECV, and then Kevin put exits have plugs because they need to vacuum.
Yes.
That's true. We would go into the land when we'd go to the land in Epcot. Kevin doesn't go into Soarin'. So he would wait for us by the entrance and he would charge his ECV while we were riding Soarin'.
Smart move there. Also, there are a few outlets scattered throughout the park.
Yeah.
I know there's one over by, because I would find these outlets to charge my phone with. There's one over in Alien Pizza Planet right by the exit door. There's one right behind Star Command or Store Command. As you're exiting out of Buzz Lightyear's Astro Blasters, there's a hidden outlet right there. There's other outlets that are just scattered everywhere. So you just got to find them,
Right.
Or ask a cast member.
Yes. Yes. Does anybody else have any questions? Any other tips, advice? We have reserved our ECVs for Kevin and I, and we did go through Scooter Bub because we're not familiar with other scooter rentals in the Anaheim area.
Yeah.
So we went with the one that can drop off at the bell desk, and we can leave at the bell desk when we leave.
Yeah, Jennifer and I used Scooter Bug when we went to Disney World.
Yeah.
And it was cool. I mean, she took her time to get used to it,
right.
But it worked. It worked. I mean, we had fun over at Animal Kingdom with it and all that.
I thought we used Randy.
Not in Disneyland.
Oh.
When we're in Disney World, we use Randy's Mobility. We've always used them. They've never failed us. They'll tell you they can't leave them there to wait. Only Scooter Bug can do that. So there are other scooter companies. They work with you.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I feel quick about your channel.
Who is?
Oh, no.
No, that wouldn't be it. That's not going to be the whole topic for Beyond Disability Texas.
The foibles of streaming on a phone. I get calls. It's like I have to reject all the calls.
Wait,
oh my gosh!
We get call?
No.
No, I was getting a call while I was streaming, so I had to hang up on my friend that was calling me.
Oh, okay. You might need to tell them in a message. Hey,
oh no, this is just an old friend of mine.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, Emma. Above all else, just have fun. We're going to be having a lot of fun over there. You, me, and your parents. I mean, we're going to have a blast.
Since she knows already, we know a certain redhead's going to be there.
No, you don't.
You see my face, Brian. I know that.
But yeah, it's gonna be a blast. I promise you.
Yeah, we're going to have a wonderful time.
Oh yeah,
I've already got nearly all of Emma's clothes that she's unpacking are in our closet now. I've got all of our shirts lined up that I'm going to be taking.
Awesome. How many days are you guys gonna be out here?
We arrive Saturday afternoon, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We leave Thursday.
So what I can do is I can swing by the hotel on Saturday night after I get off work and pop in as a live guest.
Okay. Cool.
Wait, hang on. You can talk. It's probably time to wrap it up.
Uh-oh. Mom's got to go use the restroom, right?
No.
We have to go talk to Daddy about something.
Oh yeah, but yeah, I'll pop in over there on Saturday afternoon.
Okay.
Meet you guys at the hotel, and on Monday, my best friend is picking me up. We're going to be dropped off at the park where she's going to sign me in at about 9:00.
Okay, cool.
So, what I'll do is I will basically give your dad a call when I get up to the park, so you guys can meet us over there. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Cool. And on Monday, we're planning on doing a bunch of rides. As soon as we get added onto your DAS, we'll be just kind of bouncing through everything. And I definitely want to go on rides with you guys too.
Hopefully it will work. Oh wait, I'm talking about Disney World. Did you know that they will hit by lightning at Disney World?
Yes, we're definitely looking forward to hopefully being able to ride Rise of the Resistance.
Yes, you can. Jennifer and I have used DAS on Rise of the Resistance ourselves. So that is something that you can use it for.
Yeah.
So yeah, trust me, we're gonna have a lot of fun.
Haunted Mansion merch for your room.
Oh yeah, there's a Haunted Mansion store over there too.
Yeah.
It's more like a kiosk outside.
Okay, so it's not like Memento Mori and Magic Kingdom.
No, it's not like Memento Mori. It's like a kiosk, but they have a small store that has Haunted Mansion merch right next to the Royal Street veranda.
Oh, okay. We met in there, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you rode that one. We rode that ride 3 times.
Nice. So, are we going to end up riding that one 4 times this trip?
Yeah.
Okay, Emma, you got it.
There are other rides I want to ride.
But we're also going to have to go on Pirates, though. Pirates is a necessity.
Yeah.
Because after all, we've got to get you wet, Emma.
Well, we're doing Splash too, but we're doing the front.
Oh, of course.
Ride Splash. I'll even get on Splash since it's still open at
Disneyland.
Yes, and the cool thing about Splash is they have a single rider line, which tends to be a lot faster than the long line. So, another tip: if you have a small group, or if you don't mind riding separately, Splash's single rider line is a godsend.
Oh, okay.
So that is definitely something that we might end up having to do, but I think it'd be much more fun as a group and take it over a whole log. Right?
Right.
Yeah.
Hey,
awesome.
Kevin Theme Park Adventure.
Oh, hey, wow. Hey, Kevin, you're new to Emma's streams. That's awesome. Or at least I hardly ever see you in here. Okay, giggles.
All right. So, any other questions that maybe we can find out for you when we go to Disneyland? About John had a question, because they're saying we were talking about the DAS with the ECVs and how DAS. The parks are starting to do more DAS for those hidden disabilities, which we keep starting to talk about them, then we get sidetracked. Wait a second.
Yep.
is that they're starting to do more of that and less physical.
And less of the visual disabilities. Yeah.
Less physical because there's wheelchairs, ECVs,
Exactly.
scooters, and stuff like that. And most of the queues are wide enough to accommodate the
ECVs. Yes.
Yeah.
The thing is, some disabilities that are hidden are still being blocked by DAS. Like we almost weren't allowed to use DAS the last time we were there with Jennifer's disability.
Oh.
So hold on one second. I've got to mute here real quick.
You're welcome, Bri. Have a good night. Be nice to your mom.
Always. Okay. Sorry about that.
Okay.
I just say goodbye to my friend.
Okay.
Okay, now just made it home. Yes, it didn't take that long because I wasn't on the bus.
Oh, there you go.
Good.
Yeah, that's what happens when you get a ride from a friend.
Awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Well,
I did.
And then Kelly to say thank you for me for doing that.
Of course. Alrighty. But yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to log out and see if I can pop on my computer. See you guys in a bit.
I got the top. Oh, you found it. Okay.
there we go. Now I can like it. Okay. All right. Oh, he's gone?
Yeah.
All right. All right. So, I think it's time that we should say goodnight. What you think?
I know what at God or Lago something.
Okay. Wrapping it up. Daddy said wrapping it up.
And well, let's see if I would like to meet us while we're there.
Well, ask.
Hey God, would you like to meet us while we're in California?
Would you be able to?
Or will you be able to?
And we can discuss that in a direct message.
Okay.
Thank you, Mary. It was a great topic. I was thinking about it Sunday when we were watching television. What should we do? And I said, what if we do this? So, and then I started jotting notes. So that's how this topic got started. And then we'll look into that stuff for Disneyland and California Adventure to see how that works. So, and of course, y'all will get a full report on that from there and after we get back. So.
Okay. I think y'all got me, y'all.
Right, come on. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
You're doing good.
I never heard that in.
I know you did. Go ahead.
Always everyone, thank you all so much for watching. Make the like, subscribe, and share this channel with your family, friends, and neighbors. And family and relatives. So Saturday night for trivia. You're welcome. That guy get all on Saturday night for
Thank you for being here
trivia.
tonight.